On today's show, we will be talking about the tradition of Groundhog Day.
We will also be updating you on some of our winter sports, all on this edition of STHS News. Good morning, ST. Today is Wednesday, February 3rd. I'm Allie.
And I'm Annie, and this is your STHS News Show.
Hey, Annie, did you know that yesterday was Groundhog Day?
Yeah, it's kind of strange, don't you think? We use a groundhog to decide the upcoming weather and how it'll be if it sees its shadow or not.
Yeah, it is kind of weird, huh? Well, I wonder what this famous groundhog does in his spare time when he's not being used to determine the season.
Yeah, is he just like chilling in his hole, like in his little lounge chair? Well, we'll find out. We have a story from Alex and Alejandro, and it's their segment with bad art. So let's go check that out.
Groundhog Day is a traditional holiday celebrated on February 2nd. If it is cloudy when a groundhog emerges from its burrow on this day, then spring will come early. If it is sunny, the groundhog will supposedly see its shadow and retreat back into its burrow, and the winter weather will persist for 6 more weeks. Groundhogs are the largest members of the squirrel family, though they are usually seen on the ground. They can climb trees and are also capable swimmers.
Wow, I've never heard that story told quite like that before.
Yeah, well, we should probably move on to some announcements.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We have a lot to cover. Attention seniors, this is the last week to buy your senior class shirt, so make sure you'll get them at the bank and give the receipt to your ASB officers. Also, fantastic permission slips and shirt receipts are due Friday. If you do not turn these in on time, you will not be able to participate in skit. And if you want to try out to be a main character, come to the ASB room after 4th or 6th period on Friday. This is all for the seniors fantastics. And then the seniors will be doing a Pie the Teacher fundraiser on Tuesday, February 9th at lunch on the outdoor stage. And that is also when the senior ball venue will be released. Whichever teacher gets the most pies thrown at them will win a gift basket. The student store will be reopened on Wednesday, February 3rd, which is today. And every Wednesday at lunch you will be able to go there and purchase ST apparel.
Juniors, if you want to be a part of Fantastics, you need to turn in your permission slip to one of your ASB officers today, and then buy your shirt and give the receipts to the ASB officers by Wednesday the 10th, which is next week. You can buy them at the bank for $15, and if you want a chance to try out for a main character, you can go to the pit right after 6th period this Friday. And just a heads up, tomorrow there will be a school site council meeting from 3:15 to 4:45 in room 200, and then on Friday and Saturday there will be a CMEA Jazz Festival, which I will be in, so you should go. And finally, on Saturday at 7 a.m. there is an ACT testing for those of you who signed up, so make sure to set your alarms so you won't sleep through this very important test. Wow, that was a lot of announcements.
Yeah, well, we should probably take a break from some of these announcements and go check out the club slides.
Good idea. Let's get a breather. Let's go water break.
Yeah. Well, too bad we don't have any clubs here about groundhogs.
Yeah, I guess that would be pretty cool, but it would make more sense to have, for ST to have clubs about squirrels.
That's true. We do have a lot of those around campus.
Yeah, well, speaking about clubs, Drama Club is putting on a play that is called Afraid of the Dark, and there are no squirrels in that one. It will be performed February 11th, which is Thomas Sargis' birthday, the 12th and the 13th. Doors will open at 7, and the show starts at 7:30. Tickets are $7.
That sounds like something you won't want to miss. Well, enough about clubs. Let's go and talk about some sports. If you are interested in playing football next year, there is a mandatory sign-up meeting next Thursday, February 11th during lunch in the multi-purpose room. Go check it out if you want to play or want more information about the 2016 football season.
I'm really impressed by how hard all of our winter sports teams have been working this year.
Yeah, me too. Well, we do have some footage of a soccer game that took place last week.
Really? Well, we should go check that out. For the people who weren't able to make it, so they can view what happened.
That's a good idea.
The boys JV soccer team is 3-12 overall. Their league is 1-7 and they are 1-3 at home. Their most recent game was against Evergreen.
My team's performance? Is that a real question? Were you not watching the game? Mark Martin did not pass the ball. Me and Carlos played muy bien.
Honestly, the way it's playing out right now, I think Evergreen's going to win it.
The game against Evergreen was on January 27th and the team played well. The team got really close to getting a goal 3 or 4 times in the game, but the kicks were either too high or the goalkeeper caught the ball last minute. The players played well together and showed good team effort. The goal for SU was scored by Christian Parra. The final was 3-1 with the win by Evergreen.
Thank you to Elias and Sarah for getting us that awesome footage together.
Yeah. Hey, Allie, I wonder if the Groundhog will be able to predict this week's upcoming weather.
You know, Annie, I don't think that's quite how it works. He doesn't do a daily forecast. He just decides how much longer winter will be.
Well, I think that he should do a daily forecast, but I guess you're right. So we should just take a look at our weather clip because it's probably more reliable than a groundhog.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Is this current warm weather more than a trend? Perchance this winter has come to an end. There is no shadow to be cast. An early spring is my forecast.
I'm really excited for summer when California will finally be sunny and warm again.
Me too, but the groundhog didn't see his shadow, so spring should be coming up soon, thankfully. Well, while we're on the topic of warm weather, summer will be here before you know it, and it is that time of the year for students to pick their classes for the next year. So here are some electives that you guys might want to choose from. Okay. If you want to be a part of the class that makes this show, which is broadcasting, then sign up for Studies in Media. You do not have to anchor like Allie and I do. In fact, you do not have to be on camera at all. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes people that are just important and do very important work like on-screen people do. So some of the behind-the-camera jobs that happen are people making features, and or those are the stories that we usually cut to during the show, and those are equally important. And just from my personal experience about this class, I've been in this class for 3 years now, and it's taught me a lot about media and coverage and professionalism, and I can tell anybody that this class has definitely helped me implement time management skills into my everyday life, which is very valuable, and how to work well with others and how to manage a group and how to be a productive team member in a group, which is something that I find is extremely valuable in everyday life. So if you're interested in learning more about media coverage and how to make really cool stories, then I would definitely sign up for Studies in Media.
ST now has 3 computer science classes. You can take Exploring Computer Science, where you will learn general concepts, writing web pages using HTML, animating using Alice, Finch Robotics, and a simple language Python. AP Computer Science Principles is also available, and you will learn general programming and design concepts and how to write Android apps using App Inventor. Students will also submit 2 to 3 performance tasks to College Board during the course. Students can choose to do their performance tasks in their choice of language. And finally, there is also an AP Computer Science class offered. This course emphasizes object-oriented and imperative problem-solving and design using the Java language. Students who do not know much about coding may want to take AP Computer Science principles before attempting this course. For any questions, email Ms. Ung at ngca@esuhsd.org. I think this is all we have for them today.
Really? Well, that means if you have any announcements, please send them to tinyurl.com/stbcast.
And make sure to follow at STHS News on Twitter for daily updates and exclusive content. Well, I'm Allie.
And I am not Allie. I'm Annie.
Have a great hump day, ST.
Meteorologists more than a fuzzy animal that lives in the ground. So, I mean, does a groundhog have a college degree? Probably not. No, not probably. They most definitely do not.
Do not discriminate against animals, Annie.
Okay.
This message is being brought to you by STMAA. Back by popular demand, Santa Teresa High School is proud to present the second annual Battle of the Band, March 4th, 2016. Attention all musicians, neighborhood bands will compete for rock and roll glory and a fist full of cash. The top prize is $500. Let's review. Battle of the Band. Friday, March 4th, 2016. All genres are welcome. So sign up your band today. To audition for the gig, send a performance clip to fullmoondj@comcast.net.